Hey everyone, and welcome to my June 2013 favorites. Can't believe we're halfway through the year. I want to dive in, but before I do, I want to talk to you about a little informational detail that you might not know from watching YouTube videos. If you look just under my face, right around there somewhere, it'll say something like expand here for more information or description box, something like that. Click on that. It opens up and you will get more information than you possibly ever wanted to know. I will list any people that I mention, links to their websites, blogs, what have you. I will list every single product that I show you in this video, and oftentimes I will put a link to where you can find it. It's not the only place you can find it, but a link. Everything I have on my face, or that you can see in this little box here around me, I will list that. So feel free to ask any question you want, but a lot of the information that you're wondering about, I've already taken the time to put it down there. So have a peek. I do put a lot of effort into that, and I don't want you to miss out on that. This is the Benefit Creaseless Cream Shadow. Looks like that. And this one is in RSVP. Hello. And I've been reaching for this a lot this month. It's sort of a champagne-y pink. I'm actually not wearing it today, and I apologize. I like to usually wear what I'm talking about in these videos, but if you can see, sometimes it looks a little pink. It's definitely a little warm. If you blend it out, it definitely goes a little more neutral skin tone shade. But what I like to do with this is layer something that has, if the eyeshadow that I want to wear has a little more pink undertone to it, it really brings out the pink. But if it's more neutral shade, it stays neutral. It's very chameleon in its appearance, and I feel like this is the only Benefit cream shadow I own, but it really sets and holds your makeup in place. I really, really like it. This is the Sleek Makeup Blush in Rose Gold. My all-time favorite blush is the MAC MSF, excuse me, in Stereo Rose, and I was afraid to take that with me when I went traveling this month to Scotland. We weren't staying in one spot. We were going to a lot of different hotels, a lot of journeys in the car and so forth, and I was worried it was gonna break. So I wanted to buy something that I could replace if I needed to, especially there. And it's not an exact dupe for the MSF and Stereo Rose, but it is a very similar, it's a little more coral, and MSF Stereo Rose is a little more ruddy pink, but there it is without being blended out. It has a nice shimmer to it, obviously. Let the camera see that. And I love how it gives a healthy flush to the cheeks. In the summertime, I prefer matte foundations because I live somewhere that gets very warm and you generally get shiny/sweaty, and so I don't want my foundation to add to that sweaty look. So I prefer a matte foundation, but then I like to use highlighters and blushes to give a bit of glow to the skin, and I think that this is great. And this is the only blush I took with me on the trip, and I used it every day. And the other one that is very similar in nature, this one is Bourjois Je T'aime, is not the name of it. It's their, I don't know, it's a new packaging, sort of like an iconic packaging. And the blush name is Rose d'Or, anyway, Golden Rose is the English translation. And it has that nice sheen to it as well. And this is also very similar, not quite the color payoff as the Sleek, I have to say, but there it is. Very similar again to MAC MSF Stereo Rose. It's that warm, sheeny, several colors swirled in. This you can get on ASOS, which is an online site that you can get to in the US. So just because Bourjois is not sold in stores in the US does not mean that it is not available to you, and I will link that below. So those, that I picked up in Scotland, but this is also available in the US online only, and I will put the link to sleekmakeup.com. And the shipping, they've changed. It used to be a flat rate of $10, but they've actually lowered that, so it's even more affordable now, so that's good news. Okay, again, not wearing this, but this is the Bourjois 123 Perfect Foundation. I have it in the shade 52, which is also known as Vanilla. And I'm going to do sometime this month an in-depth review and comparison of all the Bourjois foundations I own. I believe I have 4 now, 3 or 4, something like that. And pros and cons for all of them, although it's hard to find a con. I love this. This is my holy grail foundation now. But even though I adore it, it's if you have extremely dry skin, I would not recommend this. I really have to hydrate because it will show flakiness. Very similar consistency to MAC Face and Body, and kind of a similar finish as well. It's buildable, but it's not your typical thicker foundation. It's not like, and it dries to a matte finish, which is why I think I really, really like it for the summertime. So I've been wearing that almost every day, but not today. Yet another thing I picked up for my trip, actually picked this up in the airport on my way out of Newark, which is not on my favorites list. Can I just segue for a moment into the not so favorites list? That would be Newark Airport. Newark Airport, don't like you, don't ever want to fly through you again. Might have to because I don't have a choice, but not a fan. Okay, except I did like the L'Occitane store in the Newark Airport. They had a tiny little L'Occitane store, and I have the Caudalie Beauty Elixir, but it has alcohol in it. It's one of the first ingredients, and if I'm trying to hydrate my skin, perhaps spraying it with alcohol is not a good idea. So I looked in L'Occitane thinking, wonder what they have, and I found this hydration face mist, which I love, brought it on the plane with me, and the first ingredient is water, and the second ingredient is glycerin, and then it goes on from there, and guess what isn't listed in there? Yeah, that would be alcohol. So, and it's not a pump spray, it's an aerosol spray, and let's just mist. Ah, it smells fresh. Kind of like cucumbers a little bit. I love it. More skincare type stuff, something else I picked up to take with me on my trip, and I have not used this in years, and I know this has been a favorite in the past, and I don't know why I haven't repurchased this, but I will never make that mistake again. I got the mini size True Blue Shea Cashmere hand cream from Bath & Body Works, and this stuff is just fabulous. I have L'Occitane hand cream, I have Soap and Glory hand cream, I have hand creams up the wazoo, Body Shop hand cream, all that stuff. This stuff is amazing. It smells like just goodness, yummy goodness, like almondy, shea buttery, but it's not an offensive scent. It blends with any other scent that you happen to wear. And the smell is well and good, but it works. It absorbs right into your hands, it moisturizes them, but you're not greasy and disgusting. I love this stuff. I will never be without it again. Love it. What's left? Okay, something else I picked up while in Scotland. Coolest thing ever in the UK, when you buy magazines like Marie Claire and Cosmo or whatever their magazines are over there, most of the time there's a free makeup item in there. Why don't we do that? So I got a Marie Claire magazine, which honestly I don't even think I've read yet, but it came with, oh here we go, Ciate, this brand nail polish, which you can get in the United States, but I just thought this was really cool. It came with these beads that you put on, and that I didn't care for at all. So it's cookies and cream. Love this beautiful nude. Had it on yesterday, forgot to shoot the video. Got a manicure today, so I'm sorry I'm not showing you on my nails, but it is a very nice, boring, professional quality. Like if you work in a conservative office, this would be great. And it went on nicely. It wasn't streaky, very opaque. I might have to explore some more of this brand. Only a handful of more items. Okay, this has been an oldie, and I've shopped my stash, and I started using it again, and I need to buy more. It's the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch Highlighting Concealer. This is in the Radiant shade. I also have it in Ivory. I've been using this the last couple of weeks while traveling in Scotland, and even when I got home, I put on my foundation, I let it sit in, I do my eye makeup, and then I go back to do my concealing. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I am. And the first layer is I put this Radiant, which is this little peachy salmon-y in color, and I put that on first, pat that in. You probably would have seen me do this in my Get Ready With Me video with a different kind, but I don't know if it's picking up as peachy, salmon-y as it is. There's a warmth to it. And that really cancels out my bags. I don't have bags, dark circles. And then I'll layer my Rimmel concealer on top, and yes, so I do layer under my eyes, and I think I look not baggy and creasy, so I do set it with a powder though. 2 more makeup items, and then just a handful of random things. I have rediscovered lip liners, and I really like the NYX ones. They are cheap, they last for a long time, they have a myriad of colors to choose from. My only complaint is that they don't swivel, and it just means if I'm using this a lot, I should probably put a pencil sharpener in my makeup bag in my purse. This one is kind of cool. This one is pale pink, and it's just pretty pink. I think I have heard it compared to MAC Subculture. I wouldn't know, I've never seen it, but looks like that. I have it on right now. And then I have my YSL Rouge Couture, I think it's in number 24, I'll list it below, on top. It makes my nude lipsticks a little more wearable. And also I have a couple other colors. My other favorite is Rose, and I just like it in the summer. I'll put this on and then layer it with lip gloss, and that's it. And when the lip gloss wears off, I still have a nice stain on my lips. And then the last thing, I think this might have been in my very first favorites video. I'm pretty sure it was, if not the first, the second one. And I've brought this one back out again too. This is the e.l.f. Golden Bronzer. Probably the 10th package I bought, and I'm already starting to hit pan right there. You can get this online, you can get this at Target, you can get this at a variety of places. The way I choose to use it is I take a big kabuki brush, swirl it around, and then make a big 3 and E on my face. Just, it warms up my face, it gives it a slight sheen, a little glow, but without a full-on highlighter effect. This is in no way, shape, or form a dupe for the Dior Amber Diamonds Shimmer Powder. It has similar colors, but it's not nearly as reflective. That's really packing it on. And now I'm putting it on my skin, and you can't really see a shine. So it's perfect for warming yourself up a bit without going bronzer crazy. Now on to the random stuff. Okay, I don't know if you've noticed, and nobody's really said anything, even in the last video where I mentioned I did this, but I lighten my eyebrows. And what I use, bought it at Target, you can get it everywhere, is the Sally Hansen Cream Hair Bleach. And it's the #1 selling bleach brand in the USA. I know you can get this overseas as well. It's idiot proof, really. If I can do it, I'm useless at this stuff. And you know what? It's gonna be a while because I can't do it until this grows out, but eventually I will do a video the next time I color my eyebrows. And I didn't have any reactions, my skin didn't burn, I didn't get any tingling. It takes the edge off, it just brings, I just brought it down a level, and I will never pay for, when I have had it done in the salons, it turns orange. It didn't turn orange. Totally user-friendly, love, love, love it. Okay, last, we're down to 3 things. This thing got me through Scotland more than I thought, and I say that only because I didn't want to wear them if it was raining, but it never rained when I was in Scotland, like ever. Crazy. And that is this. I've posted this on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. These are, I don't know the names for them specifically, these are the Tory Burch Patent Leather Ballet Flats, and inside you will see that it is not the Tory Burch lining. This is a gel insole. I don't know who made, probably Dr. Scholl's makes these. I picked them up at my CVS. And the two paired together make for an incredibly comfortable walking shoe after a couple of days. I don't think there's any shoe other than maybe a sneaker that you can put on and just boom, walk forever in it. But what I like about these, if you're late, sorry, some dirt just fell off, I'll be washing my hands. What I like about these is that if you're a lady whose foot runs a bit more wider, as do mine apparently, or as my husband likes to affectionately refer to them as fat feet. Thanks, babe. Tory Burches for me tend to run narrow, and their traditional ballet flats hurt. But this one has this elastic band all the way around the edge, and it really gives. And they're very comfortable. And I picked them, I wanted a name brand shoe. I wanted a classic. I wanted something that would go with everything. Nude flat shoe, can't go wrong with. Easy to pack, small. I wouldn't want to bend it or fold it up, but anyway. So, got this, love this, and my husband, who hates flats and thinks that I should just walk around in 4-inch heels all day, actually thinks these are adorable on me. So there you go. And then the last thing, this is getting long, I'm sorry. Favorite author for June would be, there are 2. The first one is Deborah Crombie. I'll put a link to her below. She writes a mystery series set in England. It's two detectives from Scotland Yard, and Duncan Kincaid is the main character. And, oh boy, what's the one other? The lady is Gemma James, I want to say. And he's the boss of her. They're partners, but he outranks her. Anyway, I think there's now 16 books in the series. I'm on book 4 or 5. I've been just eating them up as fast as I can. Really enjoy them. And what's amazing is that the descriptions and the writing they're so English, but the author is actually a native Texan, and you would never know that in a million years. She does an amazing job of making it sound like you are reading a quintessential British mystery series written by a British author, which you're not. My second favorite author for the month of June is one of my all-time favorite authors of all time. I'm going to say that twice, of all time. I've mentioned her several times on this channel. She's had a book review all of her own. Diana Gabaldon is currently writing, still writing, this amazing series of books, the Outlander series, that start in Scotland, set in 1743, 44, and go from there. And I reread the whole series this month. I started actually in May, finally finished it just after we got back from Scotland. A new one is coming out in December. I am so excited. If you haven't read this series, I don't know what you're waiting for. I mean, I wish I could go out and personally buy you all your own copy. I can't. But they're in libraries, they're available for free in all kinds of places. Go and splurge if you need to. This is a great summer book. Each book's about this thick. I do like, someone wrote a comment saying that they didn't care for her book because it was too long, there were too many words, and the print was too small. Generally speaking, the better books are written like that. So that is it for my June favorites. We're moving into July now, and I'm excited to find out what my favorites are going to be for July. So keep watching. I upload every Monday and Thursday. Usually they go live 6 a.m. Central Time. So if you don't know when you should expect to see my face, those are the times. And if you don't want to miss any, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.